Hey guys, welcome to Flat Creek Outdoors. I'm Phil, and in each of the last two videos I've been collecting firewood. If you didn't see those videos, go back and check them out. There was one where I featured that tool rack there on the tractor for the first time and took it out in the woods, and that was really helpful. And the next one, I took down a multi-stem red oak that yielded a lot of logs, and I have a bunch of that stuff cut up here. So I want to today test how much wood can I get split in 30 minutes with this Champion 27-ton splitter. I have featured several videos with this splitter before on my other channel on Woods Tree Farm, but here on Flat Creek Outdoors, this is kind of the first time that I'll get to use it on some normal stuff. I think I did some bigger blocks with it before, and then the hose popped off and I did a video on that. But now this is the first time where I have like some normal size logs. So I've got here a bunch of oak, a little bit of poplar, mixed in sizes from 6-inch all the way up to about 16-inch, but it's all good handable pieces. And I set up the splitter here right next to the pile so I can, as efficiently as possible, move from the wood pile to the splitter and see how much wood we can get moved through in 30 minutes. All right, 30 minutes. Not gonna lie, I got more done in 30 minutes than I thought I would. Now, full disclosure, there were two skips you might have noticed in the edit. One, I had to go check on my dog, who's just tied up and laying right over there. And I paused the timer, didn't stop the camera, but paused the timer, walked away and came back. The other was, I know that this camera kind of times out based on the file size around 18-19 minutes. So I stopped after about 20 or so and went and restarted the camera. So there's going to be a little bit of a gap in there, but I swear the timer was running, and the only splitting time that happened was while the timer was running. All right, say hey Max. Are you chilly? Are you cold? You're shaking. I know the weather's cold out here. Like I said, I got more done than I thought. That is all that's left. If you saw the pile at the beginning, you know, when we were standing over here and we cut up those extra rounds, I'm glad I cut up those extra rounds because I would have run out before my time expired. And I don't have any other rounds laying around over here. So all I've got left are, looks like 4 of the bigger oak rounds, one smaller oak, and then 2 poplar rounds, and that's it. Oh, there's one more. That's what I had my timer sitting on in that round right there. The timer ran out while I was partway through that piece of wood that I left on the splitter, and then the pile that I got here is pretty good size. I know sometimes it's hard to tell scale on videos, so I grabbed my tape measure and I'm just pulling up these ones that kind of fell down off the side. Alright, got my tape measure, and from one side of the pile to the other is about, let's call it 7 feet. Okay, 7 feet is to there. And then that pile is easily 3 feet tall. Okay, here's my 3-foot mark. So I'm sure there's a way to figure out the area of a cone-shaped pile. But that's what you're looking at. So decent sized little pile, and then we got that poplar over there, which if added to this pile would make it marginally bigger. Can you tell I'm surprised? I'm a little pleased. I'm a little surprised. There have been plenty of other times I've done some splitting with this splitter, and it has seemed really slow. But what really mattered, what really made a difference here today, is that I had everything stacked nice and neat right next to the splitter, ready to go. I positioned the splitter so that I could work on the same side as the stack of rounds that I was pulling from, and everything just worked out perfect the way that we wanted it to work out. Pretty cool. I mean, I'm kind of trying to convince myself that I need a better, faster splitter, but if I can do that much wood in 30 minutes with having everything lined up ready to go, just imagine how much more I could do if I had an extra set of hands out here helping, and if I had an even bigger pile of wood going. That was only 30 minutes. I could be splitting for, you know, a couple hours straight if we really had everything ready to go. So I'll be working on in the coming weeks some of this wood that I took down, and I'll get that all piled up into rounds so we can have a big splitting session. But there's a lot of wood there, and some of those logs are pretty big. Everything there is cut to about 8 foot. So you can tell that's probably easily a half cord, probably a little bit more of wood there. Well, we are in the yo-yo weather here, late winter, early spring in Central Virginia. It was in the 60s this week, and we were out here sweating, and today it's in the low 40s. There's rain coming in any minute now, and then it's going to be drizzly, rainy, showers, yucky, muddy, cold for the next 3 to 4 days. And then that means it'll take a day or two for things to dry out here. So it's going to be a little while before I'm back out here doing anything. So between the other day taking down trees, getting some logs ready to process, and processing this stuff today, I feel like I got some good stuff done. So thanks for following the journey, guys, here on Flat Creek Outdoors. If you got any questions or comments about this splitting session, or if you'd like to see a different test or anything like that, leave those in the comments. Until next time, hope you have a good one. I'll see you on the next video.